This is Two Shy Guys a Mile High. Cue the damn music. We back. 2CGMH. It's your boy P-Wil, Drip Chronicles.
It's your boy WB. Come fly with me.
It's your boy Al Digger, the architect and the builder.
I thought you said build with me last time.
He
man.
forgot.
Still in the building.
How you forget your own thing?
We back in the building, man.
Yeah,
Come build with me. Let's get
I'll tell you what's not in the building. I'm going to tell you, America. They got me feeling like a temptation with no microphone. I wonder how with the Temptations, because we invested in ourselves. You know, we got some new technology so we can record and y'all can hear us a little bit clearer. You know, making sure that our message is well received. But before they got the extra mic, I wonder how that dude from the Temptations felt. He's like, man, we gotta keep grinding so I can get my own mic and set it out.
Hey, you know what is it? Steve Harvey said on Kings of Comedy, said you gotta share that one.
Shoot.
Hey, you gotta roll with it, man. Hey, we invested in ourselves. We see the increase, and we are here. You know, another week. Two Shy Guys a Mile High. We back again.
Check it in, man. How y'all feeling first? Always.
Man, I'm doing good, man. Just a new week, a new day to get up and thank God for allowing me to breathe another breath, walk another foot on this earth. You know, not everybody is blessed to wake up every day. R.I.P. Cicely Tyson.
Yes. Rest in peace to an icon, a pioneer. She lived a wholesome life too.
Yeah, for real. She's been and then she was still working up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Still
well
working.
In the 90s.
Definitely, man. So, God bless. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family. And but like I was saying, man, you just gotta be thankful for being here and just being well and having the family remain blessed. So I'm just feeling thankful right now, man. Feeling grateful.
Man, this your boy WB. Come fly with me. I'm flying right now. I feel like I'm good, off to a good start. Making sure I'm getting my routines, making sure that I'm being more cognizant of everything that I'm doing. And although that I'm making a lot of progress, I'm trying to work on not being as a perfectionist as I usually am. So just learning how to grow and learning how to deal with the process and just being patient with the process, especially with the health and fitness journey, the mental health journey, just being more aware about your own personal self. You just gotta just take time and know that through every phase and every change that is building upon each other, that you are learning, you are growing, and you are changing. So you have to really just sit down and really think about that, because God places you in different times and different seasons for a specific reason. So don't try to rush the process and just hope your way through it and be faithful. And also, one other thing I'm starting to realize is that with the actions that we take in life, consistency is definitely the key. The actions we take are the currency for our goals, but consistency is that multiplier, and it's always exponential. So I'm starting to see how much consistency plays a role into everything, and I'm saying the word a lot because that was my word of the year, and it's about making small goals. Reading the Relationship Goals book by Michael Todd, I just say, hey, one chapter a day. I'm keeping up with my Bible, reading that one time a day. Got a daily devotional, trying to get through the end of the year. I'm seeing progress. I started before 2021, but now I'm at the part where I'm at around May 5th, May 6th in the Bible, and I've never read it from front to back. Nice. So it's just doing that, journaling, and just keeping the pedal to the metal, waking up early, making sure I'm doing my gym stuff, my routines, and just trying to grow and adapt too, with everything that's going on, and staying connected with my wife as well too. So I'm good. I'm solid right now.
Yeah, and it also comes for just putting in the time and dedication to sit here and do this podcast for the listeners, for the followers, man. We appreciate y'all being here, but it takes dedication to actually get up, and we working on 3 different schedules. So the time and commitment that we all put into this is, I think we all respect it, and we all see, we got patience with each other, and just seeing that, we all got to put some type of effort in to come to a common goal, to put out these episodes, put out this content for the viewers and for the listeners. So we do appreciate y'all. We do it for y'all. So, I appreciate you guys for, waking up and, dedicating some time so we can all get this content out.
Yeah, absolutely. And realistically, it's 6 schedules that we have to work with around here, but we all know which 3 carry the most weight in our lives. And I'll just leave that there.
Yeah.
But it comes back to what you were saying, Dub. Patience, man. Like that's what it is, and we appreciate our significant others and wives to thank you for having patience with us, because that's what it is, man. And piggybacking off what you were saying, that's been the goal for 21. For us, just being more patient, just in all our relationships, all our dealings, especially being newlyweds. We've had to have those moments of, okay, this is different, but let me be patient with this person. Let me know that they have our best interest at heart. They have the vision in mind. I might not know what it is, but as long as they stick to the script, as long as they continue to have, like you said, the routine, the consistency, then I know everything is going to be okay. And that's kind of what's been I think the pen that's held everything together is that we all have that consistency, right, in our relationships. And I mean, we can talk about our wives and our wives to be and things like that. It's like, it has to start with you though. Like we talk about that consistent message you tell yourself, like, yo, I'm getting up every day, putting in time with the podcast, putting in time with my family, putting in time with my work, putting in time with my faith, and you be consistent in those areas, then you see that growth, that natural growth, right? That happens. And so what we've tried to do here, and thank you, Peter, for just continue to let the listeners know we appreciate them, as we try to be consistent with what we do with our content. So,
For real. So what's on the map for the day?
Man, just potpourri. I mean, with just some topics that kind of rapid fire. We kind of figured we never really get a chance to talk about.
Do people even use potpourri anymore? I know that people use potpourri, but back in the day, my parents was using that potpourri, boy. I smell good.
We do the incense though now with the sage and stuff.
Oh yeah,
definitely got to get the evil spirits out the house. If there's any negative energy, man, like if you got some sage, man, light that up and open that door up. Let them evil energies just get out of you. Because I mean, it's gonna be days. It's tough, man.
Out here like Kyrie Irving, you go around the house with a little bit of sage and walk around there and get all the bad spirits out.
For real, for real. Like, but just I guess kicking it off, then, man. Like, how do you guys just relax? Because the routine can get it can get stressful. We can get to a point where there's tension and in the work situations, and like, what do you do for like some self-care? Like maybe this is a good time to talk about that. Like, what do you do? I know Doug, we talk about journaling, things
journaling,
like that,
gym, just every once in a while watching some TV, just different various things that help get my mind relaxed. And relaxing looks different to everybody else. So the gym gets my mind off of stuff. I could take a walk with my wife. We'll watch movies together, just trying to think of planning. I don't know. It's a combination of a bunch of things that get me to relax.
Yeah. So similar is just spending time with my family, of course, and then also it used to be hooping, man. I can't wait till we get back out there to be able to safely go out there and put a couple shots up. So definitely playing basketball, just exercising things in general to stay active. And then as well, I like to game and stuff where, you can actually take some time to actually meditate and, get away for a little while. So just things like that, just, personal time. And then also just spending the time with myself, my family, PJ as he's growing up. So getting that time in where I can develop those bonds and things with him. So just those time put me at ease and, help me go, like you said before, it's my why. Why do I do these things? It's just so I can live a better life, and hopefully he can live an even better life than I am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I mean, for me, we've got a Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, so you playing that,
man, and just watching them, sitting back and watching them just grow. You know what I'm saying, and be able to not worry about this mess that's going on out here. That the world is cleaning up. I think we got some better leadership in there now. But just sitting back and looking at them grow without having that stress of the outside world. But I mean, they still can feel it, right? They can feel what's going on, but just being more mindful, being more understanding of others, and that, just having way more empathy now, because it's like I go out here, I can feel that energy. It's just like people are just they're unsure, So just giving more empathy, I think, is what I try to do. Just think about it from another person's perspective and give some grace, and just think about me as well. Like hopefully I get some grace, and that's all. Meditate. I'd like to take the walks with the fam for sure. get out there and get some fresh air.
Experience the environment, man. Get to that nature, back into that nature.
Naturalness, man. Just like I said with the sage, lighten that up. Just natural incense, that you can get to. Get that stank out the house. Sometimes, you fry that fish up or something. Get that sage in there, man, or cinnamon. It depends on where you come from.
Hey, whatever flavor you like. But like you said, man, next topic. Like you said, we about to fire off a whole bunch of rapid topics. So impeachment. We got a new president.
Yeah,
how does that thing roll on right now?
Man, it's straight right now. But I'm still pedals to the metal, as I've been saying before, and I just have to do what's best for changing myself, where I can change my family. I'm not gonna say I can't make an impact at a political level, but I'm sorry. I'm betting on myself and betting on trying to influence others around me, and I'm betting on the head kingdom man in charge.
That's right, man. You gotta have that definitely type of faith and belief in yourself, and then you got the support system backing you up to help you, get to that higher level for yourself. So as we look in, I'm just interested to see how we progress from here as a country, and then in the world, because the people coming together. Hopefully, it's been some bonds with worldwide that have been it's been some rifts in that, and a whole bunch of stuff happening behind the scenes. So hopefully, United States, we can get back to what we were before, and just as COVID is still going on right now, it's just a process of how we get through this. Still a pandemic going on. We got new leadership in there, so I'm just saying, I have belief and faith in God as always, but I think there is a time where some things are going to change for the better this time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. But like you said, I'm betting on myself, so I'm putting things in place and putting my preparation and my hard work into what I believe in, and the things that my goals that I set for myself. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and like you said in the previous episode that y'all need to check out, 21. Your word is energy. For me, I don't want to put any more energy into the viciousness, through the vitriol, through the foolishness of Big Joker. I mean, I just can't do it at all. So I just can't. That's why I just choose to live my life like this, and proceed to put my energy in better places. And my energy in better places is my mindset going towards the future and figuring out how the new administration, what they're going to do, and how I can play my part into what they're trying to bring here if I do agree with it. I'm probably not going to agree with everything that they're going to do, everything that they say, but I'm just going to try to do my part, because that's what I'm here for.
That's fair, man. I have a faith and a little bit of more competency there, right? That's what I, have
for real
optimism, because that last 4 years, bro. That was just, for lack of a better word, it was a shit show. Just it's leadership. You're talking about good versus evil, or pure-hearted versus I have the best interest of everybody. It's like that wasn't shown to me. Folks can have their different views about it, but that wasn't shown.
But they do. A lot of people do have those different views, because people thought that it was great again.
Yeah. But the thing is, what was great? It was the value that this country was built on, which was the backs of slaves and indigenous people. We know what the history is. The real history. But that's a whole other topic. The history being taught in schools, and so. But to go back to the impeachment thing, it's just this is the second one, right? This is where it gets hairy. This is the second one. How did you get past the first?
Man, I think it's all that support system, because you see a whole bunch of the people that you had with them at first, they flipped on them in some type of way, because they wasn't, it wasn't
serving their
exactly.
purposes,
The things that he was saying wasn't fitting what their morals and what they thought that that leader was going to provide for the greater country or whatever. So like that. So you see them flip on you, that must mean that you ain't holding things right to what your standards are, and they just cutthroat at that point. So hopefully we see with the new president Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the support system they got, they backed by a lot of people that that are putting in the work. They got a lot of people behind them that are encouraging them with good advice, good things that's going, and hopefully it doesn't get to the point where people are fighting, trying to get whatever they want out. So support system that he has, hopefully is able to help produce. And like I said, that's where I got the faith at. It's not just him being a leader, it's the support that he has that's coming along with his people that he's bringing in office with them, things that's coming with that. So being able to understand who you voted for is important, and we stressed that in the last voting episode. So when this 4 years go up on, and we get to the next 4 years, we need to figure out who's all running, and just in your local votes as well, who are you picking? Who are you selecting? Who's making these judgments and these calls in the area that you live in? It all makes sense at some point in time. It's a bigger pot that we all mixing right now. So you got to be aware of what's going on out there and be aware of the choices that you make.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems as though there's a big switch that is hitting the reset button, similar to what's going on with the stock market and GameStop and all the craziness, man.
That thing went from like $20-something to
like
what, $300? Yeah, at the
something?
high it was like $400 within a week.
So there was a good story that I heard about that though, where some I think it was like a 10-year-old kid had GameStop stock when it was like pennies or something, or like $1. And got it for like a birthday gift, and then of course cashed out when it was like 400 something.
Yeah,
like that. I mean, it went to like from 20 to 100 to 200 to 400,
to 400
in like a day or two.
Yeah, but it was some whole things around like GameStop going out of business, and then I think Elon Musk put his back in behind GameStop or something, and it just switch. And it was other stuff going on, but that's just
going on for sure.
Just behind the scenes information.
But it ain't just GameStop; it's other things that's going on out there. So if you going out there, you doing the stock market, make sure you do your research. You understand like trends and what's happening out there within all of the index funds and the hedge funds and the short sales and everything out there. So make sure that you're doing your research and figuring out that information. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. But once it popped, if you had those things in place, then good night.
For sure. That definitely says that you need to be prepared and in good situations in your life to win. For sure, you got to set yourself up to even be in the room to make the play. And at the same time, I think it also just brings about how the system works and how people can overthrow it. If you don't know what went on, basically GameStop was going to go into the ground. They wasn't doing too well, but they had a hedge fund that they caught wind of that was going to do a massive short on them, which means that they thought they were going to lose money and just crash all the way out. So what happened is that there was one of these people on Reddit and one of the Reddit forums on there, and kind of came up with an uprising that said, hey, we're going to try to buy as much GameStop stock as possible. So we end up getting to a point where we're so crazy that Robinhood, which is a trading app, said that you no longer can trade the commodity GameStop during the day. You have to wait till the end of the day. People lost billions and billions of dollars. And now it's crazy because they're trying to regulate these different things. And the same people that preyed on the people who are profiting off of this now, which is the regular man, the regular human beings, and not the ones in the C-suites and the CEOs, they're kind of hating on them. It's like, why are you mad when the roles are reversed, when the people actually get together, the people make a movement and, legally find a way to work out through the system and make some money? And then if it was the other way around and they were doing it to them, would we be getting bailouts? No. So there's been multiple companies that got billions of dollars because these hedge funds were going to go under because they made the wrong move. So it's definitely interesting to see how the roles change. I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's gambling. It's a sham because investing there's a difference between investing and day trading. If you're investing, you're looking at the long term. You're putting your stuff in good spots. You're not just out here picking random stocks. So don't get misconstrued and get mishyping the thing, because you have to do a lot of research. It has to be what you do, because you think you're good to think that you can day trade, and by all means, is that what God calls you to do, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to be the one to discourage you, but with WB5 with me, I feel as though there's too many people that are have more acumen in finance, that are able to build different financial models, that are friends with CEOs, friends with people on the board of directors that know a lot of insider information that I don't have insight on to be playing that type of game. So that's just not me. I do invest in my 401k. I am going to be trying to do more mutual fund, index fund investing this year, but day trading and option trading, I'm straight, bro.
Yeah, it's a big chance that you're leaving on it, man.
That's tough. I mean, you're talking about like lots of volumes and being at the computer all day, running algorithms. I mean, it's a lot of toil that goes into that.
Machine learning, all types of stuff.
But just to be successful, you definitely need to be on the front lines of that type of stuff, like knowing all the stock, all the companies. You gotta do lots of research and be very nimble. So
the same way Vegas be doing research to set these lines for the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
We got Tom Brady
again.
And we got Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh. My
homeboy.
Who you got?
Man,
see, that's the thing is I can't bet against Brady, man.
I can't either,
because
that's 10, right? This is 10.
10.
Damn, this dude like 40, dude like 109 years old, man.
I can't bet against Brady. That's why I'm not making no money on the situation or put no money out. I'm gonna say the Chiefs are gonna win. I don't like the Chiefs. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. That is our division rival. I do not want them to win. But Mahomes, he a bad man. He got them track stars out there running 100 meters every play. And we saw what happened the last time they played in Tampa Bay.
Tyreek Hill's too quick, too fast. Can't catch him. Open field tackle every time he got the ball. But Brady.
But you got a young.
But Brady is Brady.
A young veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but young, yeah, he's 43 years old, but that dude's still out there throwing the ball. And then he don't act like he got some Pro Bowl receivers. He got some people on the team.
Teams and went to the bowl.
See, that's the coldest part where I think that Tom Brady is the GOAT, because he went to another team, like you said. He just said, forget Bill Belichick, forget the whole Patriot organization. I'm gonna go down here to Tampa Bay, one of the worst teams last year, and then I make him a Super Bowl contender. And then he just did in Tampa Bay.
In 1 year.
Come on.
What Skip Bayless called them, the Succaneers.
Skip. The Succaneers.
He came up in there, changed the game, and then he got to the Super Bowl. And I feel like this would kind of be like his riding away in the sunset story. If he's out there saying he's the GOAT, he beat all the people as well, except Eli Manning and Nick Foles in Super Bowls. This would be his 7th ring if he gets it. So it's like you go out there, you beat everybody, and then you beat who's going to be like Hall of Fame quarterback and Patrick Mahomes. If you beat him too, and then you just retire into the sunset, it's like, oh man, there's no denying that. He's already no denying he's the GOAT right now, because 6 rings, you got jewelry for every hand on every finger on one hand.
That's wild.
10 Super Bowls.
He goes to the Super Bowl on average once every 2 years, basically.
I seen a stat that says the chance of him going to the Super Bowl is greater than Steph Curry hitting a 3-point shot, field goal.
Damn.
And you know Steph money. Splash brother. You know he's money, so he's drip.
Yeah, he is.
Like your boy.
Wet with the J liquid, man, for sure. But what does it say about him? Is it the philosophy that he's bringing with him to the locker room?
It could be the philosophy, and it's also the consistency. It's the hard work that he puts in. And my favorite quote from Tom Brady is like, man, I got this. So one of his teammates say, yeah, I'm mad that I getting elected to go to the Pro Bowl. He said, man, I don't play this shit to go to the Pro Bowl. So he put in his hard work and dedication every year to help get him and his team to the Super Bowl. And like he on pace to do it right now. So right now I'm gonna go with Tom Brady, and we'll see like if I'm right or wrong when it's all said and done. But I like my homeboy. I like the Kansas City. I think they're a team of the future. Like I said, I'm a Chicago Bears fan to forever, you know what I'm saying, all day. Stop Bears. But, I recognize game when it's game out there. So I'm going to go with Tom Brady, but I like to see an interesting Super Bowl. I just want to see a great game. Both of the teams, I think that they worked hard the year to get there. So, but I'm going to ride out with Tom.
Yeah, I'm different, bro. I want to see Super Bowl. I haven't seen football for about a year or so, bro. Just in grinding, man, in straight grind mode, and just in the lab, in the lair,
just like in poker, man. You got the position, you on the button.
Yeah.
You got all of I said the Chiefs because I ain't betting. Drip Chronicles riding out with Tampa Bay. You heard her answers, and you still ain't got no answers.
I mean, if you gonna put me on this, Tom Brady, bro. I mean, consistency there. They got a lot of momentum going into that Super Bowl. I mean, you didn't have a chance last year, and then you get a Hall of Famer who people say he wasn't gonna do well, right?
Yeah,
he flipped it.
They counted him out, said he's done, and now he had 10.
So there it is. So I'm just saying the momentum behind them. They got a decent squad. They all made it this far. So.
Yeah.
Who the Super Bowl? Who the halftime show? The weekend?
I don't know who's at it. But
I think it is the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But then, and another fun fact is this would be the first Super Bowl where one of the teams is playing in the building where the Super Bowl is going to be hosted. The game's there, so it's basically a home game. Wow. So that's another factor that goes into the game. You're playing at the crib. Yeah. You in your own locker room.
And we know Florida don't care about no COVID restrictions, so they're going to be people in that stadium.
They're going to be out there.
They're going to be out.
Oh. Well, speaking of COVID restrictions, too, we get to go to 2A. What is this, 2, 3B?
Phase 2.
I don't even know what phase.
I'm still treating it as phase 1.
Still, of course.
For real, I'm sticking to the script, man. I ain't out here trying to get it, man. No, sir.
Too, that's a whole topic for another episode on another day, because we're gonna see what type of things change. It's a little bit early. We're gonna see how things are operating at that point in time. So
yeah.
a little early to comment. I'm just happy things seem like it's going to some type of conclusion, at least a little bit. But at the same time, then you're hearing about this new strand coming from South Africa. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's just too much uncertainty out there, bro.
Too much.
Be safe.
Yeah, definitely be safe. Crazy thing, quick question. Out to think about like how to get rid of this COVID and stuff, and to have everyone get on the same page and feel safe about the whole vaccination. Do you feel like it has to be a cure instead of a vaccine for people to be at ease with taking it, so that if they caught COVID and then they knew it was a cure for it, versus a vaccine where it's getting pushed on you saying, hey, it's mandatory vaccine? If there was a cure saying, if you got COVID, this cure can help eradicate or alleviate you from it, do you feel people would be more susceptible with taking it instead of saying, hey, it's mandatory that you get this vaccine because people feel uncomfortable, and there was a higher chance of it being, of it not going wrong?
I would say people probably be more confident in the cure, but at the same time, I'm not naive to think that there will never be a cure, because there's too much money to be made.
Right.
It's following the money trail. With that being said, we've already seen how people have been taking advantage of some people skipping line, getting the vaccine, wherever that may be. I don't know how that would have worked with the cure. I think people would be fighting over it hand to fist. It might be a new war or something. So I don't, from my perspective, I would say people would be more comfortable with the cure. But the vaccine is all we can do.
I mean, I think the thing is, people don't want to go out and risk their life.
Right.
If it's like any flu, like it's a virus. Like you're gonna get a flu, but your body fights it off, and then you can never get that flu again. Like I think that's where people are looking at it like, I can't get the virus at all again. Like it's like, well, you can get another strain of COVID, but if you have the immunity to fight off infection in general, then that's just another virus, right? That's what it was, and people didn't know what this strain was, and it was COVID, and they come to find out it's just like a flu, a really bad flu, not to belittle it, but if you had underlying conditions with any illness, you're going to pay the price. I mean, because your body can't fight it off. So
right.
Cure versus vaccine, I think it's just now confidence that I'm not going to risk my life going out just to do the everyday things that we should be able to do.
But I mean, you get people at ease, the non-vacciners versus the people who take vaccine. Yeah, I understand that. But if it's labeled differently, and the way that you label things, the way that it's pronounced, like vaccine versus cure, there is not as much confidence with vaccine versus if you heard, oh man, it's a cure for COVID right here, just like it's a cure for polio, whatever the thing is. I feel like more people felt open with saying, like, if I got sick.
Though, right? Like, I mean, is polio like?
I mean, COVID is a disease.
It's a disease.
Coronavirus disease 2019.
I mean, how does disease versus virus? I mean,
yeah, it's just the way that you brand things and label things. So if they got the thing on it as terms of vaccine, where it's like, okay, it can't happen, it has this much percentage of being able to help with the situation, versus a cure. If you got COVID, I know
100%
right
without it. Yeah.
So that it doesn't make everyone mandatory to say, hey, I have to get this vaccination, because people just feel a certain way with vaccines and vaccinations. I was just, just thinking about that and just determining like how they brand things and how we see it can help people be on the fence one way or the other about something.
Man, I'm treating COVID like parents talk about sex and get you pregnant. Abstinence. The best way is to just not catch it. So I'm going to do the best I can to not catch it until enough people get it to where I feel confident in it.
I feel that, and that's how we gonna end that, man. So stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay blessed out there.
Use your best judgment, and please tune in to Two Shot Guys a Mile High podcast, 2CGMH. Follow us on IG at 2CGMH, and let us know what you're thinking. Email us at twoshottguysamilehigh@gmail.com. As always, it's your boy P-Wil, Drip Chronicles.
It's your boy WB. Come fly with me.
It's your boy Al Dicker. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.
Don't build with him. Where is that at, man? You gotta have that. Come on, man. You gotta have that right after the slogan, man. That's how it works. Tony the Tiger don't say there, and then 5 minutes later say great, man. You gotta go right after.
Be sure to delay the gratification.
And we out, man.